Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is the Narcissistic Resistance, and this resistance video is a sponsored video, sponsored by Jacqueline for Devin. And here's Devin's story. Hi, I've never written an email before, so please excuse this. I don't know where to begin or even how to. I'm Dev, and I need advice about my life, and so I'll just say most of my life story. It's too much to put into detail, though. My mom was 17 and working 3 jobs with my brother when she met my dad. He was coming from the Navy and he saved her. My mom had a lot of trauma and was raped several times. My dad used to sell drugs for his mom and sleep with his mom's friends. Jeez. After they married, they adopted my dad's sister's son. Dad's sister's son. So your cousin, okay? Let's call him brother 2, first cousin, okay? They had a kid, let's call him brother 3, so actual brother, okay? And then had another, let's name him brother 4, okay? So brother 2 is actually a cousin that was adopted. Brother 3 and 4 are your brothers. My mom always had a drinking problem and a cheating problem. She's super manipulative and tried to kill herself when I was 6. Yeah, well, I would imagine, based on her past, she's probably have some pretty strong borderline personality disorder problems. And if she tried to kill herself when she was 6, yeah, that's over some sort of sexual assault. She pushes her trauma onto me and pushes whatever happened to me under the rug while my dad is a slave to her. Brother 2 and 3 molested me since before I can remember, until I was 8 or 9. So your older cousin probably taught your first youngest brother. I was raped at age 8, and I was manipulated so much to where I was asking to be touched. With your mother, and abused, probably meaning love and everything else. Oh, what a mess. I was neglected and used the internet to cope when my brothers left. My brothers slept with girlfriends around me and even in the same bed. They did drugs around me. I told my mom at age 12 when I was releasing the issues and trauma, and she did nothing and let brother 3 back into the house several times. We have moved away from them and pretend nothing happened. The only reason brother 2 and 3 aren't here now are because we adopted brother 2's child, and brother 3 is a thief. I am 15 now, about to turn 16. I am a horrible person. Wait a minute. You're 15. Okay, before you start labeling yourself anything. Okay, you're 15, Dev. And you clearly were raised by fucked up people. I'm a horrible person. I've used the internet to cope, and I was raised by the internet. I was groomed online ages 10 to 14. I recently dated someone in real life and manipulated them into hurting me and then broke his heart. I manipulated him into sleeping with me at 15. I thought I loved him, but now he's just disgusting to me. I don't want to change. I love myself, but I know there's something wrong with me. Well, if you didn't want to change, why are you writing me? I am known for being similar to Bianca Devins and have a huge reputation online for who I am. I'm a horrible person. I'm on mood stabilizers and feel the same. CPS has been involved and didn't do anything. I pretend to be moral only. I pretend to be moral when I'm only validating my trauma. What am I supposed to do? How do I get away from becoming my mom? Bianca Devins was a girl who was murdered, right? One of these online girls who was murdered. And you're saying you were groomed online from ages 10 to 14. So I would assume you're in some sort of anime communities online. I would assume that's where this grooming comes from, because that's what anime is all about, is a fucking haven for pedophiles and sexual predators, okay? And looking for girls and looking for young girls who have been abused, damaged to the point where they think that their only value is through who wants to fuck them, through who wants to have sex with you, is just like your mother learned through abuse. Through abuse, and without that abuse, you're nothing. You have no feeling, and you are unloved. That's why your mother's did it. That's why you're doing it. This is misery. You said CPS was involved and didn't do anything. I mean, involved on what level? Involved to the point where involved in your sexual assault by your cousin and your brothers? Or involved in your behavior for however you're acting out in response to this? What you need to do, Dev. What do you do? Because you're in a tough spot, because you're 15, you're going to be 16, you're a child, you're a minor, your brain hasn't developed. And I know you're probably sick of hearing this, but you're smart enough and have enough intelligence and maturity to know this is a problem. I better reach out for someone for help. Someone for help. The only way, the only path here, Dev, to get past any of this is to be honest about all of it. Like you did here, where you said you manipulated this guy and then you found him disgusting. Why? Because here's the thing. I'm going to tell you this from a man's perspective. Okay, and I think a lot of women figure this out too, that they don't even know if you like somebody till after you sleep with them. And you're too young to process those feelings in the first place. And once you sleep with somebody, it's almost like a sheet is lifted and you can see them for who and what they really are. The shine is gone. And there it is. And you saw this guy probably for the disgusting online, even though he's in real life, predator that he is. And I have to assume that it has to do with some sort of anime culture. Where you're being groomed, where this behavior is coming from, because those guys are easy. They're easy and they're dangerous at the same time. Those are the guys that'll kill you. You can't pretend to be moral. You have to be moral in life, Dev. And you just labeling yourself a horrible person. No, you're doing horrible things. The narcissist abuse will make you do horrible things. It won't make you a horrible person. Now, if you were to continue doing this into your 20s and 30s, okay, then you become a horrible person. And you're at the point, even though because of your age, you know it's wrong. But I will tell you this. If you're concerned about you having BPD or you being some kind of horrible person, horrible people don't reach out at 15 for help, Dev. Horrible people do what your mother did. Move away and hide from the problem, and then allowing the problem to reoccur over and over and over again. There's a reason why your mother ended up with your dad, dealing drugs, being a deviant that he is. It's all a cycle. How do you not become your mother? By doing the opposite of what she did. You know the internet raised you, and you know it damaged you, and you know it's poison. Now, we're living in a world where it is impossible to say, well, just forget the internet. You can't forget the internet, unfortunately. But what you can do is get the hell out of these destructive communities. That, look, I would bet my right arm. I would bet my right arm that you are involved in anime. I would, because that's how it reads. That's how you write. This is the anime community to a T. I'm not going to label the video that in case I'm wrong, but I don't think, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to put an anime pickup as the thumbnail. But that's not the overall. You're flocking to anime because that's where the deviants and the predators are that are going to continue the abuse that your mother and your cousin brother and your brother started on you. You have to block it. You have to realize where you are interacting. They are the same people as the people that abused you. You have to continue to seek help, professional help. Not just online, not just talking to somebody on YouTube. Okay? You really need to get into somebody who deals, like a therapist that deals with childhood trauma and understands it. And the most important thing, Dev, is to be honest about all of it, no matter how horrible you think you are. You have to be honest about what you did and why you did it and what you were thinking when you did it. And when you can deal with that and see it for what it is, you'll be able to move past it and not become your mother. You're already there. You're already taking the first step at 15, realizing, I don't want to be like this bitch. I'm unhappy, and this isn't right. How do you not be like your mom? By not being like your mom. As simplistic as that sounds, that's what it is. And understand something. You might be doing some horrible things, but it's not because you're a horrible person. You're too young. You're just a kid. A kid who's already looking for help. So, don't be so hard on yourself. Change things. You want to change them, change them. Now is the time. Leave those communities. Leave that shit behind. Oh, I hate that anime shit. I hate it because I know what it is. I know what it is. Especially the stuff that comes out of Japan and the Asian. They are sick. There's sick shit that goes on in there. I know, and every people, I'll get the, oh, no. Yeah. There's something fucking wrong with it. If you are a grown-ass adult dealing with anime, watching anime, like, there's something wrong with you. There's something wrong. Don't tell me, because no matter what anime you're watching, you are half a click away from some fucking tentacle monster banging a schoolgirl. That's just the way it is. Okay? And no, not all the bitching and complaining in email is like it's going to change that. No, you don't know. Yeah, I do. I've been dealing with this on this channel repeatedly. So, I really hope that helps, Deb. So, please try to get professional help. Please. And when you do, you have to be open and honest about all of it. Okay? But stop thinking you're a horrible person. You're a kid who had horrible things happen to you. Keep that in mind. So I hope that helps. Thank you so much for your story, Deb. And thank you to Jacqueline for sponsoring. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like me to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype phone call, have a private video made, or you'd just like to make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with the PayPal and email links in the description box. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been the Narcissistic Resistance. Take care.